Hey guys, it's Nikki. Welcome back to my channel. I am coming out today to do a project with these awesome beads that I got from nbeads.com. They did reach out to me to ask if I wanted to showcase their products again. I said absolutely. I do love their products, and I got these really fun beads. So the first project I'm going to do is I'm going to work with these wooden beads. I got these amazing strawberries. I love these so much. Look at how fun those are. So I'm going to be using these. I've got these hand-dyed ones in red, green, and yellow. I've got just a natural wood color, and I've got this white floral. So I'm going to show you something with these before I start. So these have a smaller hole in them. So to make it easier for threading, because we're going to thread them onto a beaded garland today, I took a pokey tool and I poked it through the center like this of each bead. It just gave me a little bit more room to slide that twine through, and it worked out perfectly. So that just created just enough, or just kind of cleaned up the inside where I could slide it through. Another tip that I'm going to give you is I just have some Barely Arts glue here. When I'm threading, I took my twine like this, and I took the glue, and I'm just going to put a little bit on like that. So you can see that I just put glue on there, and I'm just going to twist it and make it stiffer and give it a kind of a point to it. So it dries like instantly on here because you're kind of rubbing it into the twine. So now it'll bead perfectly. Show you it's not going to get caught on anything. It comes right through. And then the one that I did here, it brings it right through that as well. So that are just my little tips for today. So let me show you guys what I created. I'm so excited about how these turned out. I did probably, I don't even know how long they are. Let me find my first one here. Okay, so the first one is this. Let me measure it quick. So it's probably almost 30 inches, maybe 28 inches. So this is my first one. So these are smaller ones that you would maybe, drape over your tiered tray or something, or hang over a shelf. But with this one, I did just the yellow and then the white, so kind of like a daisy look to it. And then I put the natural beads in the middle. Now I'm going to tell you something else here. So I used this twine here from the, it's from Dollar Tree, but this is from the tool bench aisle, and it's very rough. So there's a lot of like strings and things coming off the ends of it. So when you pull these white flowers through, you get kind of like this messy look here. So you have to clean it up a little bit. I did find some different twine at Dollar Tree. I found this in the Crafter Square aisle, and then I found this in the gardening section. And these two look to be a little cleaner than this one. I mean, you can kind of see the difference there. So I would definitely recommend using one of these two. And this is what I'm going to make my tassel with. So I have all of these beaded already, because I didn't think you'd want me to sit and watch me bead. So I have this one, which is like my daisy floral one. And then I have 3 variations with the strawberries. So just trying to get them, they're kind of tangled together. Okay, so this one is using the red and the green dyed, and then I did pull in like a bubblegum bead here on the end as well. So this isn't wooden, this is just a like resin. So then I kind of did a pattern here where you got the strawberries on the bottom, then I did white, green, red, green here, red here, and then just did a green and strawberry one in the middle there. Then I did some strawberries with the flowers. So that looks like this. I thought those flowers looked just like little strawberry buds, strawberry flowers, so I thought that was cute. So this was just strawberries and flowers. And then my fourth one is, again, just a combination of the red, no red, green and strawberries and flowers. So it looks like that. So they're very similar, but a little bit different. And these strawberry ones are just 24 inches, so I made the daisy one a little bit longer. But what I thought I would do is finish these off by doing a tassel on one end and then like a tag on the other end. Okay, so I've got the twine here from Crafter Square, and I'm going to just take a 6x6 paper pad that I have, and I'm going to start wrapping it around to create my tassel. I don't have a set number of times that I'm going to wrap it, but just make sure that it's a nice full one. So you're just going to go several times around. Okay, I think that looks good. It's nice and full. Now I'm going to just cut it off here at the end. And then I'm gonna take a piece like this, and you're going to slide it underneath all of the twine, and you're just gonna tie it nice and tight on the top. Get it as tight as you can, and I'm gonna double or triple knot it here. And I'm going to leave these tails on for now because I may need them. You're going to slide it off. Okay, so it looks like this. See, and you should slide it off before you cut it, because it looks like I could have made it a little bit tighter. I'm going to undo this. Okay, so I'm just going to pull it here tight as I can. Double knot, and then a triple knot. Okay, that's better. All right, next you're gonna create the little ball part that goes on the top by probably just going down about 1 inch, and then we're gonna wrap some twine around here and again tie it off, and that's gonna give you the top of your tassel. So let me just take another piece here, and again, just nice and tight. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap it once around. Oh, too many cords here. And tie it off again. And then I'll do a double knot. And I'm gonna cut this because I'm gonna use a piece of ribbon to go around it. So this can be trimmed. And I'm actually gonna hit that dot or that knot right there with a little bit of hot glue. Like I said, I'm gonna cover mine up with ribbon, so. Now the next thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna cut the bottom. And you're going to determine how long you want your tassel. Since my garland isn't very long, I don't want the tassel to be super long, so I think I'm going to make my total tassel about 5 inches from top to here. So then you're just going to trim. Is what it looks like. Now to attach it, let's see. I think the best way to attach is going to be to take this thread and trying to think if I should loop it through here. Okay, so I'm going to take my twine here and I'm going to put some more glue on there. And this is the twine from the end of the garland. So I'm dealing with this here. And I'm going to thread that through here. I think I can do this. Just need to make an opening there. And that should go through there. pull it up. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, now this is the thread from the garland again. So I'm going to cut these off. And I'm going to hit that with hot glue like I did before. This will all make sense in a minute. Stick with me. Okay, so that was cool enough to touch. I'm just going to kind of make a little point there. I'm going to take this piece that I put the glue on. This is what it looks like. I've got my tassel like this. I'm going to take this. I'm going to thread it back up through the strawberry and back up through the first bead. And I'm going to pull it tight there. And then this part that I used the hot glue on, I'm going to put that up in the strawberry too. So that strawberry is hiding all of that stuff, and it gives you a nice clean end to the bead and the tassel where they connect. So now I'm going to tie, so I'm going to make sure that's nice and tight. I'm going to tie this onto here between the two beads. And then this bead, or this knot, will hide down in the green bead. I'll do that again for you if you guys didn't catch it. But again, I'm just going to cut that short. I'm going to hit it with hot glue. And then I'm going to put it down in the bead. And it should give you a nice clean finish. Use my pokey tool for that. Getting right down in there. Perfect. Okay. Then we can move all this stuff down. I'm just going to go with this regular red gingham, I think. That's much better. I'm going to finish off my tails just by giving it a little bit of a diagonal cut. Okay, there's what the tassel end looks like. I love it with that gingham on there, very strawberry-ish. Okay, so I've got my second tassel here ready to go. I'll show you how I did that again. So I'm going to start by putting just a little bit of glue on here. This one has kind of a clean edge, so I may not have even needed it, but I'm going to weave it through the hole here. I already have the top with a little bit of hot glue on to make that point. And I'm going to put that point, well, let's do this first. I'm going to weave this through the strawberry. Thread it through the strawberry. And I'm just going to have to go through the strawberry on this one because I know it's not going to fit through the flower. Oh, see how the edge is starting to fray? I am going to need that. There, that's much better. So I'm going to put it through there. And I'm going to pull it nice and tight. I'm going to put this in the hole. Okay, giving me that clean finish. I'm going to tie this here, double knot it. Cut off the string. I'm going to hit it with hot glue. And I'm going to use my pokey tool to push it down into the bead. just gives it a nice clean finish. Now with this end, I can just move these beads all the way up to make it nice and tight again. So this is the finished look. So there we go. Okay, guys, so for one end of the tassel, I'm going to paint these chalkboard kind of looking wooden hearts that I get from Dollar Tree. I think they come 4 in a pack. Otherwise, they came in 3 in a pack, and I used 2 of them already, but I had these 4 left, so I thought they would be cute. I wanted a tag, but my Dollar Tree did not have any wooden tags. They just had like it said chalkboard tag, but it was almost like a cardstock. It's a little bit heavier than regular paper. So I'm using white linen. This is a Rust-Oleum chalk paint. I just have this can that is not very old, but it's kind of old that I'm trying to use up. So, and it's definitely going to take a couple different coats on here. And I want to do both sides, so it's like an unfinished wood on the other side. So it looks like that. Yeah, and I like the hole is in there already because that is where my twine is going to go through. And you could, you know, use your Cricut to write something on here if you wanted to, or I just like it probably to leave it blank. I'm ready to attach these. So I'm going to start with this one. Okay, so this is the tassel. I just want to make sure that it's nice and tight. The beads are up against each other. And then I think I'm just going to do a simple thread through and tie. Let's see how that looks. Okay, got a nice double knot there. And I think I'm going to do the same thing with my hot glue, where I'm going to take the tail. Just going to hit it with a little bit of hot glue. I'm going to take my pokey tool and I think I'm going to put it up inside this bead to finish it off. All right, so that is how that one is completed. So now you have the garland and it looks like this. Isn't that gonna look so cute, like draped over a tiered tray? So cute. Okay, let's finish the rest of these up then. All right, guys, I am all done. What do you think? I think they turned out super adorable. I cannot wait to see how they look draped across my tiered tray, or just like put amongst my spring and summer decor. I think they're going to be perfect. So thank you guys for watching. Again, if you are interested in the beads from nbeads.com, check out my links down below. And there's also a coupon code down there for you to use. See you in my next video. Bye.